Salute and welcome to the Stories and Cocktails podcast, where you will enjoy an entertaining short story from acclaimed humor columnist Rob Kreider. Story time is the family portion of the show. Then we move on from the stories to the cocktails. This is where the alcohol and the not safe for work portion of the show takes over, as Rob and his wife /editor /muse Sara Kreider partake in some adult beverages and provide you with a behind the scenes recap of what really inspired the original story. Put your feet up, relax, and enjoy yourself a round of stories and cocktails. Cheers.
This article is called Breasts or a Boat by Rob Kreider. Hey, that's me. When my wife, whom I love, asked me what I thought about breast augmentation, I thought it had to be a loaded question. I mean, I couldn't tell her what I really thought about it, because in my opinion, breast augmentation is the biggest breakthrough in modern science, second only to the cure for cancer, which hasn't even been discovered yet. But I told my wife what I thought she wanted to hear, which was that I didn't think breast augmentation was necessary. Then she hit me with it. She wanted to get it done. I mean, every little girl has a dream. Some girls want to grow up and become president or neuroscientists. My wife wanted to grow up and get a boob job. Who was I to stand in the way of her childhood dreams? Even though I'm pretty much a total pig, by the very nature of the fact that I'm a male, to be perfectly honest, I didn't actually want my wife to do it. Surgery is not only dangerous, it's also terribly expensive. When it comes to the kind of money the surgery is going to cost, I could think of a few different things I wanted other than more curves on my wife. Like a new ski boat. The boat or breast debate was haggled over many an evening at my house. My wife said she wanted the augmentation because it would make her feel better about herself. I said I wanted a ski boat because I wanted a wakeboard, which would coincidentally make me feel better about myself. She said a larger cup size would make her look more proportional. I said an inboard-outboard engine with 200 horsepower would be proportional to pull 6 wakeboarders out of the water at the same time. She asked me if I wanted to see her in a ski boat wearing a one-piece swimsuit or in a new bikini right after the operation. We skipped the boat show and went right to the plastic surgeon. When we met with the doctor for a consultation, I had a list of questions I wanted to ask him. I did have real concerns about my wife's safety. As soon as the doctor came into the room, he shook my hand and pulled out a portfolio with naked pictures of women showing the before and after photos of his work. I was standing right next to my wife, gazing at photo after photo of naked women. Suddenly, I forgot all the questions I had for the doctor. I was just a slobbering idiot. I remember hearing my wife and the doctor talking about saline and silicone and sizes, but all my mind was thinking was, boobs. I couldn't help it. I was under a trance. I was hypnotized by the sight of breasts. My wife and the doctor asked me what I thought. I just smiled and said, bigger. When we left the office building, I snapped out of it. I couldn't believe how easily I was entranced by the sight of women's breasts. I didn't get to ask the doctor any of the things I wanted to. The doctor and my wife handled all the details. The only thing I had a hand in was purchasing a warranty on the implants. Why not? I have a warranty on my Ford. I might as well have one on my wife's chest. We had a couple of weeks before my wife was scheduled to go in for the procedure. I tried to talk her out of it a few more times. I told her I loved her the way she was and that I didn't need to see the Malibu Barbie Pamela Anderson version of her. She was dead set on getting it done, no matter how much flattery I threw at her. I even tried to get scientific about it. I said that the technology in padded bras had come along so well, there was no need for implants anymore. I loved her no matter what the cup size. I just wanted her the way she was. And I wanted a ski boat with a CD player in it. This determination on my wife's behalf made me nervous. Why did she suddenly think this was so important? A year ago, I couldn't even get her to buy a water bra because she said they were too much money. A whopping $40. And now she wants to go spend thousands of dollars? I was worried she was going through some sort of early midlife crisis. Maybe she mentioned it to me in one of the 100 times I wasn't really listening to her. I realized I needed some advice on what to do. Instead of sitting down with my wife and discussing it, I asked some of the boys at work. One fellow I talked to said his wife had gotten breast augmentation. I asked him how it went. He said after she got her implants, she immediately began to get a lot more attention from other men. The next thing he knew, she was shacked up with some other guy. The new man in her life was getting all the enjoyment, while he, now the ex-husband, was stuck still paying the surgery bill. It was like somebody else was playing with his money. This was not what I wanted to hear. In fact, I only got 2 types of responses from men who I spoke to about this. It was either, you'll get divorced, or, can I see them when they're done? No, bro. I absolutely positively did not want to get divorced, and I'm not going to share my toys. I had to do something drastic. I thought I might try some reverse psychology on my wife so she would forego the implants and the impending legal battle over child custody. I came home and told her I went to the mall earlier, and I spent the entire time staring at other women's bosoms. I told her I thought her breasts could use the surgery, and if we were going to go under the knife, we might as well go big. And by big, I meant double D stripper huge. I only said this so it would scare my wife. She responded by saying, "It's about time you got on board with this idea." I could not dissuade her from getting the surgery. And, as you have probably already guessed, I don't have a ski boat. And it's too bad, because now my wife wouldn't need a life jacket to float. By the way, ever since my wife came home from the hospital, I have not been able to look her in the eye.
Okay, folks, it's time to pop that top and let's get to those cocktails.
Hey, welcome to Stories and Cocktails Podcast, drunken portion of the motherfucking show. I wish I could say this in Spanish, but I'm not very good at Spanish because I only took Spanish once in college. Forgot most of it. Why would I want to speak Spanish, Mrs. Kreider?
Because we are in Cancun, Mexico.
Cancun, baby.
Yeah, I've been saying gracias a lot. Like last year I was a little more timid and I was like, thank you. This year I'm trying to get more into the culture and at least say gracias.
I have found that if you come in heavy, like like, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Está bien? Then they think you can speak Spanish. They start speaking really rapid fire Spanish.
Oh, yeah, that's why I don't do that.
And then I got to go, oh, lo siento. Mi español es mucho poquito. Sorry, I'm fucking dumb.
That's why I wait until it's the very last thing I say is when the conversation's ending. I go, gracias, and then I walk away.
Gotcha.
So that way I'm showing like, I'm trying, I appreciate your culture and I want to say something back to you, but I don't want to stick around and have a conversation with you because I don't know any fucking Spanish beyond gracias.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be friendly with the bartenders. I want them to make my drink. I'm like coming in with like $10 bill, like, what's up? Hola, ¿cómo están? And I'm like, tequila, pineapple, let's go, club soda. And they're like, just looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot.
Well, they look at you like you're one of, I think the number of people here is like, it's like 6,500 people. So we are here for Luke Bryan's
Crash My Playa 2025.
It is his 10th year doing this.
Yes, our second year.
It's our second year. So now we kind of know the ropes and we know what we're doing this year.
Yeah, we're fucking legacy now.
But yes, you're one of 6,000 people coming and telling him you want tequila. So he's just like, whatever, senor. Here's your fucking tequila.
Well, I try to get the good tequila because you can get Patron here at Moon Palace if you are nice and you wink and nod and you say, hola, ¿cómo están? Está bien.
Oh, you think it's your shitty Spanish? I thought it was the $10 bill.
Either way, I mean, look, cash is king. I don't give a fuck. What I have found out is that American dollars do work here in Mexico just fine.
Yeah, no, I don't want to give him 10 because I don't want a $10 pour, you know?
Yeah, that is a problem.
I kind of stand there like, I'm not going to give you any tips. Just pour what you would pour someone who doesn't give you tips. And then afterward, then I give him the money. I say gracias and I run.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of giving him a nice tip. And then he played this game with me where he held up a Patron bottle and he just poured Patron and looked me in the eye and smiled.
I saw that.
And he was like, está bien. I'm like, yeah, that's good. As in like, that's good. I mean, I don't want to act like a punk ass bitch about it, but I'm like, that's too much tequila, bro. Like, I need room for the pineapple juice and the club soda. And you fill that fucking thing to the top. It's going to be a rough day for me.
I've not been doing that. I've really been pacing myself.
So you're coming back like an alumni person. You're like, I know how long these pool parties are. I know you can't drink the super strong drinks right out of the gate. So you're like, I'll just chill it in.
Yes.
Easy going, flavorful, low content volume alcohol drinks.
Yes.
Smart. Why didn't you provide that information to your husband?
Just for our listeners, just to give them a lowdown, what Luke Bryan's Crash My Playa is, it is a 4-day music festival in Cancun and an all-inclusive resort. There are 4 days they're called pool parties. Everyone is in the pool partying, peeing in the pool. We are swimming with pee for sure, but there's performers. So there's concerts going on all through the afternoon at the pool. And then we get like a small nap break. Like, wouldn't you say? It's like a nap. Everyone's napping, right?
I think they call it a siesta.
Okay, maybe, yeah. So the pool party's in at about 4, and then everyone retreats into their room to nap because then you got to be back for the nighttime concerts.
Now, smart
like
kids,
6 o'clock.
Retreat to the room, quick shower to wash all the pee off, then take a nap.
Yeah.
Siesta, no piss.
Then you get up and you go straight to the concert. Now, last year we did this. Pool party, nap, concert. We had a real routine.
And it worked pretty damn good.
It did. This year we've got our friends here, Paige and Jamie.
Yes.
And we're so happy to have them. We absolutely love them. But those two, they don't nap. There's no fucking off switch with them. There's no siestas time. There's just go.
Well, also, when I'm here going like, oh, senor, can I get some pineapple juice and some club soda? Our friends just take shots.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even mix drinks.
Yeah.
So they are up before us. They are up later than us. They drink heavier than us.
They don't take the afternoon nap.
Yeah, no siesta with them and I love them, but the reality is that it's pretty tall order to out party the hosts of the show, Rob and Sara. And we have met our fucking match.
Yeah, no, it turns out it's not that hard to outparty us.
I mean, these two are fucking superhuman drinkers.
At least me. You're with them. You're like, finally, someone who can fucking hang with me. And I'm the one. And I know, because I was dead sober with you three drunks last. I finally threw in the fucking towel yesterday. We did the pool party yesterday afternoon. I really, really, really wanted to see Luke Bryan in like, maybe not total sobriety, but just I wanted to be able to remember it. You know how much I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He's my country boyfriend.
Yep.
So last night was Luke Bryan's night. I was like, okay, don't get too fucked up at the pool. Don't wave the $10 tip around. Just get the watered down shit, the cheap shit.
Yeah.
You know, say gracias and run. You guys were getting your huge Stanley Cups filled. You guys are like, no, I don't want to walk to the bar. I got to get my Stanley Cup filled.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, I need the walk because that sobers me the fuck up.
We were looking at the slope. We were projecting our perfect amount of drunkenness to be right when Luke hit the stage, which was going to be 9:15. So we got country fucking drunk at like 8:45, where we could just barely get ourselves into the
See,
venue.
I didn't. Don't say we. You guys did. Because I was like, I want to remember Luke. I came back from the pool party and I was like, okay, I'm done drinking for today.
Yeah. And I was like, this is a mistake. Luke Bryan gets drunk on stage. Like, he wants us to be drunk off the stage.
I was going to try to rally. I was like, okay, as soon as he starts at 9:15, I'm going to take some shots and I'm going to be the perfect amount of drunkenness. But what had happened was
The weather. Someone called in the storm.
First time in Crash My Playa history, a nighttime performance was postponed due to weather.
So what they did was they said, look, we're still going to have this show as soon as the rain stops, and no one here is really good at weather. There's no weatherman here at Cancun that knows when it's going to stop. So we just huddled into, a restaurant. We had a reservation.
Well, we had reservations. So that's what we've done differently this, because usually...
Yeah, we would never get a reservation.
Yeah, we just napped and we just ate on the fly.
Right, room service for free.
Yeah, but we're with our classier friends who know this joint, and they're like, no, we're going to go out to dinner. We're going to make reservations. I was like, that's siesta time. When are we going to nap?
You're interrupting my nap for fucking dinner. And the crazy part was like, hey, let's go to this restaurant, Gondola. They serve Italian food. I'm like, who wants Italian food in fucking Mexico?
Well,
like, what are we doing?
It was actually very good. And it worked out because we were sitting there at our Italian food restaurant and we were going to skip the opening performances.
Yeah, fucking opening act.
Yeah.
I'm here for the fucking tacos and Luke Bryan.
I was like the timekeeper. You guys were getting drunker and drunker and drunker. And I was like, no, you fuckers. I sobered up for this. 9:15, we got to get there on the dot. So I was rushing us through dinner. And then we got the text that said the performance would be postponed until further notice.
Now, to tell you about the staff here, Mexican hospitality is fantastic. When I get a certain amount of drunk, my brain kind of stops working. Like it's like a wheels in a chain, all of a sudden locks up. And so they would come over like, Senor, would you like another drink? And I go, yeah, I would like, and then they would just look at me and they go, tequila, pineapple club soda. I'm like, gosh, you guys are the best. Yes, I will have that. But I don't know what was going on with me. My brain was trying to shut the drinks down, but my mouth was trying to order them. And there was like a crossfire going on, and I just could not get it out. I look like an idiot all the time.
Yeah, you did. You look like you didn't know English or Spanish.
Or didn't know what I like to drink.
And then every single time they said your order to you, you were like, oh my God, Mexican hospitality. Like they're reading my fucking mind. I'm like, no, dipshit. You ordered this drink 3 hours ago and they're not reading your mind. They just are like, you want the same one you had last time? Okay, here it is.
But I have a very special order. It's tequila, pineapple, and club soda.
Those reservations ended up clutch.
Oh, yes, they were.
When the text came out that the concert was being postponed, everyone, 6,000 people.
Looking for a dry land. And looking for a restaurant.
And looking for a bar.
And I just sat in my seat. I'm like, you're not turning this table over, dude. We're staying here.
Yeah, no, we had like a 4-hour dinner. And I just kept saying to the waitstaff, like, are you cool if we stay here? Like, and they were just like, yeah, do you want some more drinks? You want some more drinks? I didn't, though. That was the thing. Mexican hospitality is so good. Trying to stay sober, it was impossible. I think I had 6 different waitstaff people come over and like check on me and just see if I was okay. And I was like, no, I just want water. Like, I'm waiting for Luke.
I'd like some more sourdough.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, hey, let's take that menu again. Let's do a whole nother round of spaghetti.
Let's get some lasagna in this bitch.
Is it still raining? Like, fuck, I got room for some more food. But we sat there and we waited out the storm when there were 6,000 people in the lobby, all crowding the lobby bar. And oh my God, it was like hot and stinky.
It was gross.
Yeah. And we just had the most awesome spot.
Like, who gives a fuck? There's a storm. We're having a great time. The crazy part was it was raining sideways, lightning shit, and it was bad. Like, it was storming like a motherfucker. But then as things go in Mexico, at 12:30, fucking beautiful, clear sky. sky, warm night, and Luke hit the fucking stage.
Yeah.
And we somehow got there.
You guys got there because I escorted you there. The three of you. You guys were so drunk.
Oh, that's right.
And
we
I
were
was
kind of
sober.
mean to you. I think there's a rumor that we gave you a nickname, like we called you Sober Sarah, and then maybe somebody said, who looked like your husband said, Sober Sarah sucks. I remember hearing that a lot.
I heard it a lot.
Sober Sarah sucks.
Yeah, a lot.
It seems very mean-spirited.
It was. I actually recorded a little bit of it last night just so I could play it back for you later. Like, just to let you see really, truly what an asshole you are. You want to hear it?
I'd rather not.
Too bad.
Because Sarah sucks right now because she's not as drunk as us. She's been a pain in the ass since about 7 o'clock. She's like...
She's not. She's been fun.
She's been sober. They don't call it fun, Sarah. Sober Sarah, she's not as fun. Sober Sarah, she doesn't fuck either. Oof. Can you do DNA on a voice? I'm not even sure that was me. Can you prove that? That doesn't sound like me. Doesn't sound like a guy who loves his fucking wife or ever wants to sleep with his wife again.
And I was just trying to get us to the venue. I was just trying to get us to see Luke. You guys, and then you guys are like, yeah, he was supposed to be on at 9:50. I timed my drunk. I'm not supposed to be up till midnight trying to watch him. And I was like, yeah, I know. I sobered up, you guys. Like, you should learn from me. But you guys were just like, why? You suck.
Sober Sarah
And when
sucks.
I say you guys, it was just you. Jamie and Paige were quite pleasant and nice, and they were just, good for you. You know, Sarah, we'd never know the difference. You're still your usual pleasant self. But you were just like, no, she's not. She sucks.
I'm so sorry. I'd like to publicly apologize this morning for being so mean to you last night.
It's fine. And I feel vindicated, validated this morning because I did see you getting up. And I don't know if you looked over at me, but I'm chipper.
Yeah, fresh as a peach.
Exactly. Like I was pouring these drinks for this podcast. I'm like, hey, let's get some podcasting in before we go out to today's pool party, which is Dustin Lynch. That's the one I've been looking forward to.
Hell yes.
So I was like, let's get these drinks together. And I did notice you looked a little, you were kind of like, oh.
Well, I got up and I thought I'll go out on the porch. I'll lay in the hammock for a second and that'll heal me. You just lay in the little Mexican hammock and you eat some Tylenol and you drink a liquid IV and you'll be fine.
Are you fine?
No, I am not fine. I'm not going to bullshit you. I love Dustin Lynch's pool party, so for God's sakes, I'm going to make it. But like, if that motherfucker wasn't doing his show today, I would be taking about an 18-hour siesta.
We're only 2 days into a 4-day music festival.
Yeah.
So you have 2 more pool parties. You have 2 more nights of concert.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot right now for me.
I know.
I'm like, who made this thing 4 days long? My God.
So now you're looking at me and you're thinking maybe I don't
Maybe I
suck.
should've
Maybe I
been
was
so
pretty
mean to you,
smart,
yeah.
pacing myself a little bit.
You weren't like sober Sarah sucks. You're like super smart Sarah. Super great.
So to get today started, I know you're hurting.
Yes.
You got to get back on that horse, baby.
Yes, exactly.
We're getting primed up a little quick podcast
So
before we go out
what
to
did you
Dustin
make us
Lynch's
this
pool
morning?
party.
What is my little concoction? What did you make us?
It being all inclusive, there's like a little secret cabinet. It's like a drawer / cabinet. You pull it out.
Yes.
And it has all the liquor bottles.
Yes, it does.
So I'm sticking with vodka. I know you like tequila, but I'm sticking with vodka. So this is a shit ton of vodka. And then inside the little mini bar, I really could get used to all inclusive.
It's pretty great.
I really can. So inside the mini bar, we've got some Sprite. And Mexican Sprite is made with real sugar. Just a little side note, because I like to learn things when we travel.
Yeah, you're an international traveler.
Right. So all of our colas in the United States are made with corn syrup. In Mexico, they use real sugar. So the Sprite doesn't taste exactly like we're used to, and it's a little sweeter. Also, we drink Diet Sprite at home. Anyways, long story short, it's vodka, Sprite, and then I cut the Sprite with mineral water. That's also in the mini bar.
Nice.
And then I made you one too. Because you were like, I'll make my own drink. And I'm like, no.
You've done enough.
Yeah, you tried to wave a $10 bill in my face. I'm just like, dude, take your fucking Tylenol. Drink some water.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't know how many liquid IVs you're supposed to drink in one day, but 3 is not helping me out at all.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've had to pace myself because we're with the biggest partiers ever.
They're definitely raising the bar here.
They are. They know this resort in a way that we don't. Like, we
Right.
thought that we were the experts because we were here last year, but they came to this resort in September just because.
Yeah,
They're
so
just
they've
bougie
never
like that.
been to Crash My Playa, but they've been to Moon Palace
Yeah.
numerous times. So we both are bringing a little bit of wisdom to this thing, but they know the resort very well.
When they were here in September, Paige wormed her way into, I don't know, like the text messages, the DMs of a chair guy. She has a chair guy.
I know, it's just awesome.
I know.
I have like a transportation guy in Las Vegas I can call on my phone. He's always hooks us up with a little limo time. Paige has a chair guy in Cancun, Mexico.
So when Paige said I got a chair guy, I was kind of like, I don't know how this is going to work out. Like, I don't, what he says he can get you in September when there's no one here
Yeah.
versus when there's 6,500 people here.
Yeah, he can knock over the Smith family and get you 4 loungers in a row, but this is a 7,000 person
Yeah.
event. There's no way you're getting chairs.
So we didn't believe her. We doubted her. Paige, I'm sorry. story. I doubted you and your chair guy, Cruz, the chair guy. His name is Cruz. We met him.
Yeah.
I doubted you too. And I apologize.
Cruz did a great job.
So where Cruz put the chairs, they have created a bit of a class system here at Crash My Playa.
Yes, they did.
There's the alumni and the newbies.
It was the 10-year alumni.
Exactly. Then they decided to even further break us up into classes by giving you like a 10-year status. And they give you different colored wristbands. So it's really easy for us to like point our, like, oh, you're not an alumni. And then someone to go like,
there's a special
I'm
line to get
10-year.
in the venue for alumni, which
Yeah.
we get to use this year. And our friends don't. I'm like, get in the other line, motherfucker.
Exactly. So we're all walking around with these bracelets and we're all shitting on each other, because they've created this class system. Well, one of the spoils of being a 10-year alumni is you get a cabana poolside. Now, I thought coming here for 10 fucking years, you'd get the cabana, pretty much just you can live in this cabana for the next 4 days.
Yeah.
Right?
Heck yeah.
Well, Cruz, we get here Wednesday for our first pool party. Cruz slams our 4 chairs right in between the cabanas.
The 10-year alumni cabana.
So there's the 10-year alumnus, and the cabana is not really like a cabana. It's a day bed, basically, with a canopy above it.
Yeah.
Our 4 chairs are twice the size of this day bed.
Yes.
So we're already like, oh shit. And then we have 2 big umbrellas. So they get a day bed and a canopy. We've got 4 lounge chairs and umbrellas. And our wristbands say that we're a 2nd-year alumni with 2 newbies.
Yeah, 2 froshes.
But I'm thinking like, okay, we're going to be here for 4 days with these fuckers. Like, let's make friends. No.
They got it 1 day each.
1 day. 1 day of a cabana for 10 years. And we just come in and we hand Cruz 50 fucking bucks. And we've got these chairs the whole time. So Paige hooked it up. What she did, and this is fucking smart. This is like a hack. I don't know if I'll ever be brave enough to do this, but back in September, she started talking to him. She starts fast talking to him like, hey, we're going to be here. Can you get me chairs or whatever? Then she took a selfie with him so that when she got here, she texted him and she's like, do you remember me? And she sent him the picture of himself with her.
That was some next level baller shit.
Yes, I would never think that. Your transpo guy, have you taken a selfie with him so that when you text him,
No, I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? It's me, Rob, again.
you got to take a selfie?
I should do that.
So that you can send that to him.
He hasn't failed me yet.
The only thing about the chairs, the hookup, is that Cruz does kind of check in with us a little early.
He's like, I can't fight these motherfuckers off all day.
Yeah.
I got 7,000 people want to sit in these chairs. You need to get your ass over here.
At around 11 a.m.
Put your butt in this motherfucker.
He starts texting us like, I need to see one of you guys. Well, you 3 were so fucking fucked up last night that I was like, okay, I'll go down there. So I was down there at like 10:30. Gave Cruz his 50 bucks. I put a bunch of bags out on the chairs. They're there. They're ready for us for Dustin Lynch's pool party.
Nice.
I know.
You're talking a lot of trash about how drunk the 3 of us were because you were sober, Sarah. Super fun, awesome fun, Sarah. Not sober, Sarah. Sucks. By any means, I'll never say that again. But it wasn't just the 3 of us that were drunk. Luke Bryan was drunk too. He was fucking drunk. He basically said the same thing I did.
He did.
And I felt good about that. He's like, man, I was drunk to play at 9:15. And then he kept looking at his watch. And then he would say something. And then he would stop and look at his watch and do the time again. He's like,
Oh.
it's 12:32.
He was like us when we get super drunk. He was just on repeat. He would
Just
sing a song
repeat.
and then he would look at his watch and say like, I was supposed to be on 3 hours ago. I got drunk 3 hours ago.
Exactly. That's what it was.
I didn't think I was going to stay up this late, or I didn't think I was going to have to perform
And
this
he'd play a
late.
song, look at his watch. He's like, man, I was drunk so long ago. I'm just like, oh shit, dude. But he did a great show.
He did. He did that whole show barefoot.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
pretty dope.
That was wild.
If you go to Crash My Playa, you will be a Luke Bryan fan. The guy just absolutely crushes it. Same with Dustin Lynch. I'm really looking forward to seeing Dustin Lynch.
He themes his pool parties. So
Yes.
last year his theme was Roman Empire.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And we thought like, oh, that's so spectacular. That's awesome. And we thought we were so special. Well, we were talking to some alumni, right? They have like a different color wristband than they're like 5-year, 6-year alumni, all hoity-toity up in their 5-6-year alumni class, whatever. But they're like, oh yeah, no, he's done Roman Empire like 5 years in a row. Like they're like, yawn, it's so boring. I was just like, what? We weren't special? But today it's a new theme. He's never done this one before. I checked with all the fucking alumni. Okay, 10 years. Has he ever done this theme before? So today's theme is Let's Get Naughty Call. Get like a little play on words.
Oh, I like
Get
it.
naughty, but nautical.
Yeah.
So everyone's going to be in their captain hats, their sailor shit.
I like these puns. Hey, we should make some poor decisions. Not like P-O-O-R, like a poor white trash, but like P-O-U-R, like let's pour some drinks.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
cute one, but it's better if you read it off of someone's t-shirt or off of someone's hat.
Okay. So speaking of getting nautical for today's pool party with Dustin Lynch, I wrote a story about a ski boat and your huge fake breasts.
Okay.
Who thought? Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
All right. That story is called Breasts or a Boat. Really on the nose there.
Yeah.
Breasts or a Boat, published in the Santa Maria Sun, April 24th, 2003. Long time ago. And I think it's a fucking good story, man.
Yeah. You got hate mail over this story.
Yes, I did get some letters to the editor about this.
Yeah. Some woman was like trying to defend my honor or something and sent hate mail. But I found it to be really condescending because I was like, I don't really need you to speak for me. What did she call you? She called you a reject.
Oh, instead of a reject, she spelled it with a G?
Yeah. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
She called you a reject.
I'm a reject.
Yeah. She called you a reject and she just hated you and felt like I'm a fucking bumbling bimbo and I needed her defense and against my reject.
Yeah. The funny part is when
husband.
you misspell reject with a G, then my wife's done listening. You're really into grammar.
Yeah.
And this is tough for you with social media because a lot of people are bad with grammar. So,
Well, and this wasn't social media. This was hate mail. This was actual mail
yeah.
that she
Somebody took the time to
wrote.
write this out, put a stamp on it, and mail it to the Santa Maria Sun.
But certainly on social media, if you misspell reject and you put reject, I'm just like, dude, don't you have autocorrect? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're dumb and your autocorrect is dumb. You're so dumb, you've retrained your autocorrect to think reject is a word.
You've
like,
spelled this word wrong so many times.
listen to me get so fired up. You're right. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
If you ever want to convey anything to my wife through Facebook, make sure that shit has got proper grammar or she's not going to hear a word you say.
Use your autocorrect, dude.
If there was a hurricane on its way and there was someone trying to tell you like, Sarah and Rob, I heard you guys are camping down in the Florida Keys. Get the fuck out of there. And they spell it Their. You're like, what in the fuck is she saying?
I would be. I'm like, who is this?
And like the hurricane's coming and you're just still pissing and moaning that she doesn't know the difference between there, and there.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we're dead.
Right. No, that would happen. I am blinded with rage at
Exactly.
bad grammar and bad spelling. And
It may come to your detriment someday.
I'm sure it will.
I'm sure it fucking will.
So yes, when this lady called you a reject, a sexist pig of a reject, I was just like, this bitch. But now though, I gotta say, 21 years later, doing a lot of drunk podcasting with you, you get drunk, you get loose lipped, the shit you say. There's a lot of times where I'm like, oh Jesus, he's a reject.
Fucking reject.
She was right. Well, I think I would actually tell her, like, hey, I was young and I didn't know I need saving, but
Yeah, it turns
I
out.
need saving now.
He marched me
So,
right on down to that plastic surgeon and
Yeah.
full me full of fucking silicone.
No, not silicone. I have saline. They did silicone, and then all these women were like dying of like silicone implants and stuff. So then they went full in saline. But you know they're back to silicone now.
Really?
Did you know that? Yeah, it's
I
like
didn't
a
know that.
whole new
Oh,
generation.
everything
of-
comes around.
Yeah, so my implants are outdated. Like, oh, saline, that's like so early
So
2000s.
Gen X of you.
And, yeah, and now they're back to silicone.
What do you have in your breast? Salt water? Fucking boomer.
What sucks, you wrote the story and you said in the story, you know, it's surgery and it's dangerous and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I've had to go under the knife 2 more fucking times
Yes.
for this shit.
You did get a flat tire one time.
Twice.
Yeah, we woke up one morning and I was laying in bed and you went to take a shower before you were going to go to work and you're like freaking the fuck out.
Oh, no.
Look in the bathroom mirror.
That was my second one.
And
That was
you
my
had
second flat
one
tire.
flat titty and one big titty.
My first flat tire was we woke up and it was Addie's birthday. And Addie's a summer baby, and all of her birthday parties when she was little were pool parties. And so we're having all these people over, and she was young enough where it was like, it wasn't just like a pool party with like 8-year-olds. It was like their parents all came too. So we're hosting this big pool party. I wake up, I'm trying to get the house ready. I go hop in the shower, and yes, I have one inflated boob and one completely flat tire. And I'm supposed to get in a bathing suit and hang around with all of our friends.
And you had to pee because you've been suddenly hydrated because all that saline leaked into your
Oh,
body.
Jesus, that's a dumb joke.
Where do you think the water went?
The funnier one came later. The second time, that one was lame. You leave this in here though, because I want people to hear how stupid that joke was.
I reject that joke.
I do. I reject that joke. The funnier joke came later. So then the second time I got a flat tire. So I had to go get surgery all over again. And that's when I was
Good thing
kinda
I
like,
bought that warranty.
That's all right. That was kind of though when I was like, dude, I was willing to assume the risks of one surgery for fake tits. I didn't know I was going to have to assume the risks for 2 surgeries.
Or 3.
And then, yeah. So then the next one, you're right. I was getting ready for work and I've got a flat tire. Here's where the funnier joke came because it's saline. And this is just, I guess the people I work with are funnier than you because I go to work and they're like, oh, we thought you were a bit salty today.
That's good. See,
That
yeah.
one's
Yeah, why don't
better.
you have them on the podcast? They're so fucking funny.
I know. So I had to go to work and I had to tell all of my coworkers, I'm going to miss a week of school. I got to be out for a whole fucking week. I got to do sub plans. Can you check in on the sub? Can you check in on my kids? Because I got to get surgery. They're like, oh my God, are you okay? Like,
Is it cancer?
yeah. What can we do? How can we help you? And
Should we get like a meal plan going?
exactly. And I was like, I have fake boobs and one popped and I got to go get surgery and get them repaired. Now, let me tell you, if you want everyone to look you in the eyes and you don't want anyone to talk to your tits at all in a work meeting, tell everyone you had fake tits and one popped. And then you'll never get such intense conversation to your eyes. Like
I'm not looking to see which one is flat.
no one could look down. Finally, someone like broke the silence, and one of my friends was like, "Oh, the cardigan you're trying to hide it because you're wearing a cardigan today." And then it was open season. Then everyone's looking, and everyone's like, "Oh, you can't even tell. You can't even tell." And I'm just like, "Dude, stop."
We must have been pretty fucking broke. You even went to work that day.
I don't think jokes about a popped implant is even in the sexual harassment handbook.
Yeah, that's all new, uncharted territory.
Exactly. I could write my own chapter.
Bob, if you walk in, you see Julie, and Julie has one left breast flat.
She's wearing a cardigan trying to hide it.
Cardigan, and she says, I got to take 3 days off of work. What are the proper responses?
Exactly.
A, leave the fucking room. B,
as quick as you can.
only look her in the eye. C, ask her if you can check them.
So anyway, today we're getting naughty.
Oh, that's right. There's a pool party we got to get to. We're in Mexico. Why are we sitting in this fucking room trying to feel better? We're drinking these drinks. Let's go out to the pool party.
I feel fucking great.
Well, it must be nice.
I was smart yesterday.
Must be nice.
Dude, I am on the superior high horse for the rest of this trip. With the three of you, I'm just like, hey, do you guys remember how I was sober that one night? And I feel fucking fantastic. I love it. I should get sober more often just so I can throw it in people's faces that I was sober and they were.
I knew this sober Sarah sucks. You're going to be mean to us.
No, you were mean to me yesterday. I was pleasant as a peach. Today I'm going to go out and get naughty in the nautical pool party. Oh, also today I'm not pacing myself at all. Give me that $10 bill. I'm going to go get my
get fucked up.
Stanley Cup filled up. Today, this is the pool party I've been waiting for.
Dustin Lynch's pool party is the best. Crash My Playa 2025. So good.
I don't give a shit too much about tonight's performance. Like, if I make it, I make it great. If I don't, I don't. It's not Luke. It's not Kane Brown. Those are the ones I really wanted to see.
Yeah.
So it's on like Donkey Kong for this pool party, man.
So it's Justin Aldean tonight, right?
Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean.
Yeah.
J.A. is his initials? Like Jackass.
That's why I don't give a shit if I go to tonight's show. I'm getting drunk at Dustin Lynch's pool party.
You're going to get fucked up with Dustin Lynch and you're going to skip Justin Aldean.
Jason Aldean. I'm not planning on skipping it. I'm just not. I have been so good. I've been pacing myself. I've been so reserved. I've been so reserved the last 2 days, just wanting to make sure I make it through everything.
You've been disciplined.
Yes, where I'm just like, okay, I want to see this performer. I want to see this performer. We got these dinner reservations we got to make it to. I get this early chair appointment with Cruise. Like, I've had an itinerary and I've had to hit all of the things. Today, I'm finally like, we got the chairs. That's already done.
Fucking cut loose.
I'm going to cut loose. I'm going to fucking party.
Well, let's go get naughty then.
Yeah, I got my sailor bathing suit from Temu.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you? What themed bathing suit are you wearing today?
I am wearing
You fucked it up. You didn't get anything. You did not get any sailor shit.
I didn't plan ahead.
No, you didn't. You never do.
And I should have had a Captain Cocktails hat. I should have had Sailor Jerry fucking shorts or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
I just fucked it up.
Something piratey.
Yeah, I could wear a patch over my eye or some shit.
I know you
Or a
just
fucking hook on my hand. I got nothing.
you got nothing. You say you love this theme shit. I have been every single day. So the first day was safari or camo. I was wearing safari. Yesterday was Patriot Day. I had the total American flag bikini.
Smoke show, by the way.
Today I've
With your
got
big fake breasts, and American flag titties. I loved it. Thank you.
Today I've got my sailor outfit, and then tomorrow is Neon Day and Ducky Day. You actually have duckies to wear tomorrow because I bought those.
Only because you bought them for me.
Yeah, but you didn't plan ahead. You're not in costume. Do you feel left out?
I do a bit, because
Yeah?
everyone's like having fun wearing these like wacky outfits, and I'm just like drinking tequila
Yeah.
and
When I went down
hoping
there
for the best.
this morning to check on our chairs because you guys were all sleeping it off, and you remember how I was sober last night, and I
Yeah,
felt great this
we've
morning.
been so very clear. Sober Sarah sucks.
So when I went down there, it was only like 10:30 already. Like, people had like parrots on their shoulders, not real parrots, but like fake parrots on their shoulders. Everyone has captain hats. Everyone's got. So I saw a guy like full on dressed in like a captain of like a
The
ship,
Love Boat.
like the Love Boat. He was like the Love Boat captain, totally dressed. At first, I thought he was someone official. I was like, oh shit, the cruise ships are here. Who's flying the plane? Like, then I realized like, oh, it's the captain day, and everyone's getting nautical. I was like, I barely know this because the fucker I brought sleeping it off, all hungover and shit. He's not in
Mr.
costume.
Captain Cocktail back there. Got too many cocktails.
Yeah, and doesn't even have a captain's hat. So,
Yeah, well, me and Luke got drunk.
well, I'm just saying you're gonna feel really left out today
Damn.
because everyone's turning it up with this nautical shit.
All right, well, I think we should fucking go.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, leave all this shit set up. Let's see if we can get Paige and Jamie.
Ooh, a little guest spot.
A little guest spot.
You think they'll get on the show?
Yeah, I mean, let's not make it weird. Like, we invited them to Mexico. We don't want to be like, hey, come back to our hotel room.
Hey, you want to spend some time in our room?
Yeah, but if we can somehow lure them back to our
Like,
room.
we're not swingers, we're just podcasters.
Yeah, and see if we can get them on the
Yeah.
mics. Let's get them on the mics.
On the mics. All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey, welcome back to Stories and Cocktails, drunken portion of the show. This is the immensely super fucking drunken portion of the show. We're here at Crash My Playa. We're shithouse drunk, and now I'm doing a live show with two people that never been on the show before. And coming to the show, Paige.
Hey.
Yep. Paige and Jamie.
It's harder than it sounds, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm with the birthday girl. Hey, shorty, it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday. So what's up, girl?
40. I turned 40 today.
You turned 40 for the 7th time, right?
I'm going to be in my 40s.
Hell, you're on the downhill slide of that, girl. I'm going to be honest.
I'm not sure that we should announce that.
I don't want to out you, right?
Right, because I'm still younger than you.
It's an audio show. No one needs to see your saggy boobs. Like, with right now, basically talking about your age, you could have perky boobs.
Okay, first of all, Sarah, let's talk about our boobs today.
Well, what happened today, ladies?
Well, Sarah.
And you.
Well, Sarah first because I'm timid.
Sarah did go first.
Sarah, she put them out there.
She pulled her titties out.
And to get some beads. That's all we got. We didn't get money or a car. We got cheap ass beads.
You can buy 1,000 beads on Amazon for $7. 1,000. So you guys pulled your titties out for like 7 cents.
We had to pull out one at a time because of our bathing suits. But when I
Yes.
pulled mine out, she almost took the beads back. And I was really offended because I'm natural. I'm not enhanced.
All natural.
Yeah. So nobody wanted to see that.
Well, I looked away as a family friend. You know what I mean? It's not appropriate for me to look.
Right. Right. But no one looked. It's really sad.
Somebody looked. You got 2 sets of beads. You're wearing them right now, which means you worked hard.
Well,
girl.
it was
You
me and
earned
this
that
girl in a tent in the pool. Like nobody else.
shit. You guys had like an NFL medical tent up before you pulled your titties out?
Right. It was almost like a mammogram. It felt like a mammogram.
Dustin Lynch mammogram?
Yeah, it was just me and her. And she said, hold your breath, hold, don't breathe. And I popped one out real quick and then one bead.
But you do have 2 beads. So you and Sarah, you guys have your own method. Now, most girls, they just flop them out. Bam. They get a set of beads. You girls said, no, I'm going to go one titty at a time. And you both did that. That was your move.
Well, I don't know about Sarah, but I have I had a thing right here. Did you have it too? A belt, and then it would have to get and then all of a sudden you get the girl's she's gone.
So I don't know how it works. So you have a belt under your titties.
Sarah, what'd you have under your titties? Get over here.
Like a lining.
Oh, a lining.
So that people can't see your nips. It's like an extra lining.
Yeah, mine's like a belt.
A belt. Okay. And so you can't flop them out. Like you can't go like pull it up over your face and just titties out, face covered. See, I think that's the move. Cover your face.
No, we negotiated 1 boob per strand of beads. Every other girl, they were doing 2 boobs, 1 strand of beads. We did 1 boob, 1 strand of beads. Like we are the big winners.
Doubling your money.
Yeah, that's why we both had 2 strands of beads.
If they showed both their boobs, they only got 1 set of beads.
Yes.
What? I know.
You guys should trade stocks in the New York Stock Exchange, making money.
We were haggling. We haggled them down.
Yeah. I only did it because Sarah's a bad influence. I've never put my boobs out for anybody.
Well, in full disclosure, Sarah did it first. And
She did.
No one was more surprised than me. And I think actually no one was more surprised than Sarah when she fucking did it. I think the most surprised person at the Dustin Lynch pool party when Sarah pulled her tit out was Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah was the most fucking surprised
That's her.
person at the pool. She's like, oh my God, is my titty out? And I'm like, it is. And then she's like, well, that was my left titty. She went left titty first.
So did I.
And then she's like, well, it feels like, I think I have one more to give. And then she pulled the right titty out.
Yeah.
Got the second set of beads. And you just like a fucking, what do they call those? The lemmings? You're just like, let's just all jump over the cliff.
Yeah.
And you just started pulling left and right titties out. Now, did you go left titty first or did you mix it up?
Yeah, I did left.
You did left.
When we were going to take a picture, I didn't want just one set of beads.
Yeah.
That seems lame.
When it comes to breasts, we're looking for symmetry. So you're like, I need symmetry with my beads.
Yeah.
So why did you go left breast first? Did you just follow Sarah's lead on this? Her left breast lead?
When I saw her walk away with all that confidence, it was like, that's going to be me. Like, I'm right behind her. And I didn't even get to see hers. I'm not sure if she saw mine. Like, we didn't even see each other's.
Nobody saw it. I didn't mean to see. I saw your left one. I didn't mean to see it. I looked away as fast as I could.
You saw the left one.
Because I didn't want to. It was weird. I mean, your husband's right there. And I'm like, holy shit.
Said,
I'm looking at Paige's titty.
well, he said, let people see it, finally.
I looked away as fast as I could, but I did see it. It's nice.
Yeah, no, I disagree, but I appreciate that because you should have went and got me get us an extra set for like, I like what I saw, you know?
Trying to pull my nut out and nobody wanted to give me beads for that. I'm like, just one nut out of the left pant. And I tried to follow Sarah's lead. I went left nut first out of the bottom of my swim trunks and very unpopular at the pool party. Nobody thought that was funny. Nobody gave me a bead.
Nobody wanted anything to do with that nut.
No, they were like, please, sir, no, don't do that.
I heard a lot of it. I can't even see it. Like
Well,
I'm
I was
having a hard
in
time
the pool.
seeing that.
It was like a raisin, like a little white raisin.
It's a very murky pool because everybody's peeing in the pool except me. I didn't do it.
I love you ladies. You two girls are like, hey, we pulled our tits out, but we didn't pee in the pool. Who's the better person here?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you.
Us.
You know, honestly, if you were to actually ask the general public, okay, two things, which one better, seeing titties or peeing in the pool? I think most of America would be like, let's get them titties out. Don't pee in the pool.
Well, and I think if and when I come back, I'm going to look for wieners. And I'm going to bring beads or pins, like a flag pin for wieners.
A wiener pin.
A wiener pin. And if you show me your wiener, you're going to get it. Because why is it always boobs?
Now, I want to say this in your defense, Paige. Sarah found the biggest dude, like fully on steroids with back knee, and she showed him her breasts to get 2 sets of beads. You found a girl. A girl who had beads because she showed her tits to 17 people, and then you stole her beads from her.
You know, it was a shady backdoor deal. I wasn't sure what was going on. I looked at her and I said, hi, did you show your boobs for those beads? She said, no, I'm giving them away. And I said, well, that's easy because I get mammograms annually and you remind me of that girl.
You're like the technician.
Yeah. So I got real close to her.
Maybe we should call Kaiser and say, listen, I want to see beads at the mammogram center. You know what I mean? Like when you come out of there, you're like, here I am, cancer free. I got a set of beads. Come, let's get on this, Kaiser.
Or like a physical when they do like a breast exam.
Yeah, exactly. There's a rumor you took those beads back to the room and you had some fun with them.
We're not going to say we made these into anal beads because we didn't.
You are wearing them now, and it does smell a little shitty in here.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get into this whole like who's gay, who's not gay, but full disclosure,
You're gay. Full disclosure, you're gay.
Full disclosure, you showed your breast to a woman to get beads. Sarah showed her breast to a Neanderthal.
So would I be considered a little more on the bi side?
By the way, I'd like these beads, please.
The guy was right there, but he was sweaty.
That was Sarah's boyfriend.
He was hairy and sweaty. Jamie, right?
We're at the pool party. You girls have your breasts out. You guys are getting beads, and I'm having a good time. All of a sudden, your husband looks at me and goes, dude, next year I'm going to bring a shit ton of beads.
Did he say that?
That's what he said. I'm like, okay, Jamie, good idea, bro. He's like, dude, I just got the best idea ever, man. He's like, next year I'm gonna get on Amazon. I'm gonna bring a shit ton of beads. And he was like, this is the most original idea in the world. I'm gonna get on Amazon and bring beads to next year's pool party.
I can't believe you said that.
That was his lizard brain working. He's like, I just saw titties and I think I have a great idea. We got to get some beads next year.
I'm getting dick whistles, and every time I see a dick, they're getting a whistle. Garen fucking, I'm done.
A whistle shaped like a penis.
I'm gonna order them right now on Amazon.
Blow the whistle. Doo, doo, doo.
I didn't know he said that, and fuck that guy.
I didn't mean to out him because it wasn't his fault. This is what happens when you're a young man and you see boobs. You're like, how can I see more boobs? He's like, I think I know a direct line to this. I think I figured it out. These dudes got beads on Amazon. They brought them to the party. And I said to myself, I'm like, that's the dumbest idea ever. And then my wife's tits were out and she had 2 sets of beads. I'm like, oh shit, it's a pretty good idea. Worked out.
So you guys should split the cost.
Exactly. I'm going to go 50-50 on these.
And me and Sarah are getting the dick whistles because I'm ordering them fucking tomorrow, Sarah.
Oh, she's looking them up right now.
Done.
She is currently ordering dick whistles on Amazon right now. So next year.
These are like $3 per whistle.
Ooh, that's not a good investment. Now, listen, titties are way cheaper than dicks.
Yeah.
Titties they're giving away for free almost.
What we'll do is just if you put your dick out, we'll just whistle.
I'm going to Google dick gifts.
Dick gifts. Not GIFs. Nobody wants to see that.
Look at this. I sucking dicks with my butthole.
I suck dicks with my butthole.
Look at this. Plant holder.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I need that for work. I have a plan at work and I need a bigger dick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we want to see it.
God, that is good.
That is, God is good.
That's good time. That's a good time.
All right, we are 27 minutes from ringing in your birthday. So we are going to fucking go down to the pub.
Yes.
Here at Nazook at Moon Palace. And we're going to go to your favorite bartender.
And I will be 40. No, we're going to go by our room. I'm going to get my crown.
Your birthday crown?
I have a birthday crown and let's go get that guy.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So Sarah was wearing a hat today that said, I love cock. And then in small font, it said tails. And then Jamie goes, dude, you got to get a hat that says, I love pussy in the small font, cats. Yeah. Jamie he was fucking getting the zingers all day today. He had a lot of good ideas today.
Jamie might be a fucking problem.
Dude, you got to get a pussy hat. We got to get these beads.
Beads, pussy, what the fuck?
He's very specific at what he's looking for. I need to see some pussy and some beads.
Fuck this guy.
I like
It's
titties.
because I'm the mayor of Titty City.
Jamie is the mayor of Titty City.
I thought this was a safe space. How old would I be if I was born? If I was 40, what year was I born?
40 would be 85.
Yep, that's me, 1985.
See, I'm good. That's good math.
Go hooray, millennial.
I've been getting a lot of millennial vibe from you.
Thank you.
Now,
Yeah.
your older friend over there, Sara, who pulled her titties out.
My grandma?
That's Gen X, dude. Couldn't wait to pull that titty out. Just like,
God, I want to be just like her.
beads? Let me pull my titty out.
Is it appropriate to call you mom?
She's like, hey, I used to fucking go home with my key around my neck. I need a set of beads to pull my tits out, just like I did in grade school.
Guess what?
You want some candy in this van?
Sarah, we're going out right now, and I want your beads.
I'm putting my fucking beads back.
Put your fucking beads back on.
Get those beads back on. You earned those, girl.
You guys are getting a drink. I'm looking for a cheeseburger.
Let's go get cheeseburgers. A cheeseburger in paradise.
Let's do it. They had food down there.
Let's fucking go. Hey friends, I wanted to take the time to thank each and every one of you for listening to our stupid little drunk show, especially those who were kind enough to go on Venmo and throw a couple bucks our way to buy us a round of drinks at Stories and Cocktails. And if you want to help out the show, subscribe, like, and comment on whatever streaming platform you use, or all of them. Jesus, I sound like a 12-year-old YouTuber. And if you do buy us a round of cocktails, I promise we will put those drinks to good use and give you a shout out on a future episode. All right, thanks folks. Let's get back to the shit show. Okay, well, welcome back to the show. It's been a crazy adventure. Obviously, you got to hear some of the drunken shenanigans from last night. It's our final day here at Crash My Playa, and I wanted to get back on the mics with you, Mrs. Kreider, and kind of wrap up our week here at Crash My Playa real quickly. And I want to thank Jamie and Paige for coming on the show last night and giving us that segment. I don't really remember much about it, but it seemed funny while we were doing it.
Yeah, no, it was mostly you and Paige. Basically, Paige is fucking fun. I think I've lost my job. I think you have a new co-host.
Oh, are you going to lose your fucking job over this?
I think so.
Took my job.
Yeah,
Paige took my job.
She was funny. And me and Jamie were just kind of hanging out in the background. Jamie did say, don't bring me into this shit. I still have a job. Do you remember him saying that?
No.
I didn't think that you did.
Don't remember any of that.
Yeah,
no.
and he looked at you specifically and he was like,
not all of us can be just retired and assholes.
And just say
like
whatever
you,
the
Rob
fuck you
Kreider.
want. Yeah, so he kind of stepped back and he was kind of like, leave me out of this.
I'm gainfully employed. I don't need this.
But you and Paige kept saying, yeah, come on, Jamie. Like, what do you think about that, Jamie? And I was just in the background kind of like laughing my ass off. Well, I was also looking up dick whistles on Amazon.
Rumor is when we get home to Fresno, there will be a big box of dick whistles at our front porch.
And beads.
And beads. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be interesting. Okay. Well, I want to say thank you to all the crew here at Crash My Playa. They did a fantastic job once again. If they do it again, we will certainly be back. We loved the event. It was super fun. We had a good time here. Thank you to Jamie and Paige for coming out with us and surviving it. When I say surviving it, they did fine. I'm just glad I'm fucking survived it somehow. I'm alive. You know what I mean?
No, they did. No,
They pushed me to the fucking edge, man.
we pool party at Dustin Lynch, and I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I just fucking went for it. I went all in.
You certainly did.
And so I came back from the pool party, took my siesta. I didn't even fucking shower off. I just passed out.
Covered in pee.
Just covered in pee.
Yeah.
And took
I
my
mean, your
siesta.
boobs were already out. You didn't have to take your top off.
Then I woke up and I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to Jason Aldean. I don't want to have FOMO. I don't want to hear that he was so fucking great and I missed it. So I jumped up and still didn't shower and just had gross pool hair and gross pool body. And I looked at you and I said, come on, let's go to Jason Aldean. We go and we meet them at Jason Aldean. They never took a siesta. Just like I said, they wouldn't. They went from Dustin Lynch's pool party to they have the bar that they like.
The pub.
And then to Zook.
Yep.
And they drank the entire time there.
Just like Paige has a chair guy, she has a bartender at that pub that they know by first name basis.
Yeah. So then we go to Jason Aldean and I get there and I say, okay, turns out I'm not going to have FOMO. And so I left. I snuck off and I said, I'm fine. I'll be right back. I think I told you I was going to the bathroom. Instead, I went to the merch tent. I got some fruit. They have like the little fruit vendor there with the tahini and the chamoy. I ate my fruit. I've never been happier. I snuck back to the room. I texted you. I said, I'm safe. Marked safe back in the room. Ate some fruit. Like, I'm going back to bed. And I was happy. I was really in a happy, quiet place. And then you texted me and I had taken my bra off. I'd taken my shorts off.
I did give you a little bit of marital common courtesy, though.
You texted me.
I gave you a good
You
text.
said, heads up. We're coming to the room in 3 minutes. And I was like, we're who? Like you and like room service? Like you and a sandwich? You're coming to the room? And then I heard you guys in the hallway. So I had to hurry up, put my shorts on. They come in. That's when you guys did the podcast. So I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember any of that.
I had already left.
You
I had
left
found peace.
And we chased you down.
And you guys came back from the concert. Then you guys started podcasting. And then I knew Paige's birthday was Saturday. And then Paige started, oh, it's my birthday in 27 minutes. And I'm like, what? And then I realized we were doing the midnight countdown.
Yes.
But I was like, dude, I'm not staying up until midnight. I can't fucking party with you guys. And then you guys podcasted and she's like, it's my birthday. We're partying.
Which is an obligation that you got to go.
So, yeah, so I had to get all dressed again. I still have
Still
not
covered in
showered.
piss.
I'm still covered in pool piss. Just so sticky and nasty and gross. And she's like, okay, let's go see my bartender at the pub.
And celebrate
at
that
Zook.
birthday. They sang for her. It was a whole to-do.
There's 3 different hotels at this resort. All of the concerts and everything are at Sunrise. Our room is at Sunrise. Zook is a little bit of a walk.
Now, the reason that we crashed the room and you were in there is that our room was so good this year and so close to the pool party that our room was actually the closest bar and bathroom.
Oh,
so we would
that's right.
sneak back to our room to get free drinks and to use the bathroom.
You did say that. You weren't coming to podcast. You were like, we're coming to use the bathroom. And I was
Yep.
like, dude, there's bathrooms all over this
No,
resort.
ours is the closest, cleanest one.
I was like, get in the pool like I did.
Shit. Should have thought of that.
So then it was like the whole clock reset. We had a bunch more partying to do. We had a bunch of shots, saying happy birthday. You know what? I've never been so happy that a bar closed at 1 a.m.
They did close and kick us out.
And I was having a great time and happy birthday, Paige. It was so fun. But by 1 o'clock, I was like, dude, I've been trying to go to bed since 4 o'clock this afternoon when the pool party ended. And then I got up briefly. I've been trying to go to bed again. I thought I was in bed. I was marked safe in my Sunrise
Mark
hotel room
safe from Jason Aldean.
by myself. And next thing I know, I'm in the background of my own goddamn podcast, listening to Paige tell our story funnier. And I don't mean our story like mine and yours. I mean like mine and hers. Like that was ours. Actually, I don't know why it wasn't me and Paige podcasting. I don't know why I got kicked out of my seat. It should have been me and Paige podcasting
Because
it
you
was our
went to
story.
bed early. Sober Sarah.
You know what? All is well, because I don't know if I even would have told that story. In fact, I'm not even mentioning it now.
Well,
You want to bring it up again?
yeah, you got drunk and you pulled your titties out.
No?
Titty at a time.
Yes.
Titty singular. You love your grammar. It was one titty at a time.
I thought that was made very clear last night.
It was.
You know what? Paige doesn't have the podcasting chops that I have, so I don't know if she was able to make it as clear as it needed to be.
Gotcha.
One boob at a time.
Getting beads worth
Yes.
per breast. Where
Yes.
other girls are giving it away for free practically.
When I had 2 strands, I felt like I was beyond reproach. Like, I've got 2 strands. How many do you have? They thought they created a class system with these fucking alumni wristbands. Let's talk about the beads.
Yeah.
I'm a 2-strander.
The crazy part is I didn't think you would do that. I mean, you've gone to New Orleans and you didn't show your breasts.
Well, no, because it's sexist and misogynist, and I hate it.
It's funny that you say that you hate it because yesterday one of your tits was out.
So some fucking nasty guy with back knee just rolls into the pool with a bunch of cheap ass fucking beads. What did you guys say? You guys said they say like 7 cents at Amazon or something. He just throws around 7 cents of beads, and I'm supposed to just show him my breasts. Do you see the misogyny and the sexism?
I do. I also saw your breasts come out.
I know. That's why we're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
I feel a lot of shame.
You know, we did a whole show about when I went to Florida and went upstairs to that bar and got naked.
Yeah.
You beat the shit out of me for that. Still talk shit about me for that.
Hey, what'd you get for that? Did you get some jewelry, some beads?
I didn't get shit for
Did
that.
you get a dick whistle?
I get shit for it.
Oh, that's funny. You see what you did there.
That's pretty good.
You know that I'm a bad criminal. You know I can't lie.
Correct.
So I was thinking 10 steps ahead by only showing one boob at a time. Because if anyone ever asks me like, hey, have you ever flashed your tits? No. I have not.
I have not flash said tits.
I have not.
Plural.
I have not.
Look at you playing chestnut checkers again. Always, man.
Hey, have you ever showed your boobs for like a set of beads at like a party? No.
Nope.
No, I have not.
Because no one will ever say, like, did you ever show a tit?
No one ever will.
Did you ever show a boob? Like, no. Who shows a boob? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
For God's sakes.
See? I can also do this. Like if we're playing Never Have I Ever,
Yeah.
I can say like Never Have I Ever flashed my tits for beads.
Damn.
See?
Yeah.
And then everyone else who's flashed their tits, they have to drink and I don't. And they might be like, you never have? Like, I've seen you with some beads. And I'm like, I've never flashed my tits. Plural.
I'll say this game. Never have I ever been more surprised when I saw my wife's breasts come out at the Dustin Lynch pool party.
You know what was crazy about it? Because outside, everyone's wearing sunglasses. I actually saw my own boob reflected back at me in their sunglasses. And I was like,
that's some Twilight Zone shit.
I was like, holy shit. What's that doing out? Let me put it away really quick.
I said no one was more surprised than you when it happened, and you saw it yourself. Yeah, that must have been very surprising.
Paige, who is my boob partner in all of this, we didn't see each other's boobs, but apparently you saw both of our boobs. So congrats.
I don't miss a titty. I did see hers, and I felt bad about it. I was like, oh, shit. I was so like, fuck. Like, and it wasn't like she was trying to hide it from me, and I wasn't like trying to look at it. It was all that was shocking to me. When all these boobs started coming out, I was like, what the fuck? But I felt like a real like infringement on our friendship when I was like, oh, I'm so sorry I saw your left breast.
You should be like that.
I was. I think that was the appropriate response. And I was like, oh shit, no.
What happens in Mexico stays in Mexico.
Yeah, unless you have a podcast.
Unless you put it on the podcast.
All right, well, thank you, Luke Bryan. Great show. Thank you, Jamie and Paige, for coming out and to raise a glass.
And thank you to our livers for just getting us through it.
Got through another year of Crash My Playa.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And that was Last Call. You did it. You survived an episode of Stories and Cocktails. But did Rob or Sarah's liver survive the show? I don't know. Tune into the next episode to find out, to enjoy some more stories and some more cocktails. By the way, if you want to support the debauchery of the show, then buy the host their next round by Venmoing a couple of gold doubloons at Stories and Cocktails. Back in the day, a gold doubloon was only $4 Spanish. Who knew? Well, folks, I'll be right here behind the bar, cleaning the glassware and awaiting your return to the Stories and Cocktails podcast. Cheerio, friends.
If you enjoy hearing Rob Kreider's different humor columns here on the Stories and Cocktails podcast, then I promise you will love his novel, Cadet Blues. Cadet Blues is Rob's hilarious tell-all about desperately trying to survive the shock and awe boot camp-style training at the California Highway Patrol Academy. People from all different walks of life have come to love this book because Cadet Blues is simply a crazy good read. Heartfelt, inspiring, and damn funny. It's available in paperback through Amazon, eBay, or cadetblues.com, where you can get free shipping and a personalized autographed book. Or you can download a digital copy of Cadet Blues from Amazon Kindle, Barnes & Noble Nook, or Apple iBooks. Do yourself a favor and check out the novel, Cadet Blues.